Welcome, jesters. I know. Let's talk about Venezuela. First, JD is right. What did I tell you? Gen X? We don't care. Or more specifically, we don't give a shit. That's what he said, right? Because we don't. Second, it was a drug boat. If you lived in Florida as long as I have, you know that was a drug boat. They were not out there fishing for bonita or anything like that. But still, we don't care. Third, to our leftist friends who are worried that we are going to end up in a war with Venezuela, no, that's not going to happen. And it's not because President Trump doesn't want a war. He doesn't want a war. He wants to avoid war. He is ending wars. It's because the Venezuelan regime knows that they are not able to wage war against the United States. No socialist country has the ability to wage war against the United States. It is simply a function of socialism. Remember, friends, there is no successful leftist economic system, and war is an actual conflict between economies, not necessarily militaries. So while Venezuela and North Korea and various other socialist countries can, put up a good show of force, they know that they are not able to wage war against the United States. And because I probably need to explain this to our friends on the left, there is a huge difference between having a standing military or a standing army and being able to wage war. North Korea is often said to have the largest standing army in the world, like 1 million soldiers or whatever. Well, 1 million starving soldiers are not going to be very willing to fight. That's the simple reality. So while they might have an impressive looking show of an army, they are not able to wage war. Waging war requires an economy, a capitalist economy, to support the waging of that war. And the leadership in Venezuela know that they are simply not able to handle that. Because, again, they are a socialist country. They are. And they don't have the economy to sustain any kind of conflict against the United States. Neither does North Korea, which is why Kim Jong-il has been suspiciously quiet lately, because he knows who is in charge. So anybody who's actually worried that we're going to end up in a war with Venezuela because we took out a drug boat, no, not a concern. And again, it's not because President Trump doesn't want a war. It's because the Venezuelans know. It's actually the Venezuelans that don't want a war more. Yeah, it's because they know they won't be able to fight. We could probably take out their entire ability to even stand an army from a carrier, or not even a carrier, from some random destroyer in the Gulf of America. Yeah, that's how little of a concern they are. Again, the point is, the socialist economy of Venezuela is not able to wage war against the United States, so it is not going to happen. And they know it. And you know I'm right.